Yo guys, what is up? Sorry about that. Sorry for the delayed start there. I just literally got back in. So we've got Boycah against Fargo today in a best of 7. We're on Lucifer Rises tournament. Looks like we've got a GLA versus USA first game. Fargo going for a dozer drop. I've got my beer, which is the important thing. And Fargo's dozer has crushed the worker for Boycah now. Pretty standard build order out of Boycah. 4 tunnels. He does look a little bit strange. Not quite sure what he's doing at the moment. I think he's got a lack of money because and also he likes to build a fake war factory actually, so his first technical is always a little bit slower than other players to get out. Yo T0, yo Omar, yo Fortuna, yo guy with a massive Arabic looking name, yo Lucifer, no problem dude, yo Tom Mayer, and yo Yalcin Yilmaz. Tech RPG from Boycah is going to pick off probably the V for Fargo. So nice pick off there. That's going to vet up as well, so it's going to self-heal. We've got 4 RPGs and 2 workers there. One of them is building a tunnel. Got an RPG there from Boycah as well. Fargo got a 5 base on this left-hand side, and another V a little bit out of position actually. I think that's probably going to go down, and that's pretty bad from Fargo actually. He's either going to lose $500 now placing down a scaffold to scrap deny. Actually, Boycah's not paying attention. A player like Caro, for example, will force fire to ground, so when the enemy player tries to scrap deny, you can make him lose the 500 that he's placed down for the barracks. Sorry, 600 for USA, isn't it? So it's Georgian. All right, Georgian. Sorry. I did say Arabic looking. I didn't say Arabic name. I said Arabic looking because I had a feeling it might be something different. To be honest, either way, I don't know. I only know one language, so I don't know what it says. A couple of technicals going down there for Boycah. Terrorist going to go down. A few RPGs going to get a few shots off on a V. Nice laser lock there from Fargo. There's quite a few RPGs still there though, so these Vs have got to be a little bit careful, especially since they've already lost quite a bit of HP. 2 of them are going to be abandoned. Never leave a man behind, but Boycah doesn't care about that. He's leaving 2 men behind. Behind this, got some terrorists out, and these technicals are a little bit out of position. He's probably going to lose that one. Ooh, it just escapes on 0 HP. What is it with things in 0 hour escaping on 0 HP? Wembleen thought it was a Thai name. Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm just going to share the link on Facebook. Tech RPG is going to pick off a dozer probably. Dozer going down. Nice pick off from Boycah. Knows how to hunt a dozer, that's for sure. One other dozer is back there, and a 5 ace has been placed down by Fargo in the back of his base. He's built that by leaving the dozer there because the dozer can't actually get to it, and because it's so close, he'll just build it through the war factory. It's a little bit weird. Range drop coming in, going to clear out this building here, and the technicals are going to be there ready to try and stop this, but the technicals are going to actually get engaged now by the Vs. I think 1 V actually went down there, but that bunker is taken over, or sorry, the garrison rather. Boycah has a nice bit of map control, but he doesn't have actually that big of an army, I don't think. He only had 3 kind of technicals in there, and 1 of them went down, I think. The tunnel is going to go down. There's plenty of rangers still in there. So Boycah's going to hold on to this middle bit for a time now. If Fargo does push through here, then he's going to be in trouble. Sorry, Boycah's going to be in trouble. Boycah actually losing loads of technicals here. Not very great of an engagement here, but he has cleared out that building though, and he's going to try and get in it with his RPGs. He's actually causing quite a bit of damage, and actually Fargo, surprisingly, is losing quite a bit of this army, and the RPGs are going to get back in that, just based on that one engagement alone. Probably going to be saying that Boycah has a massive advantage and probably going to be winning. That's a really nice couple of pickoffs there from Boycah. Fargo behind this is amassing some Vs, so it's turned out to be quite a nice game. Boycah does have 2 oils though, which is a bit of a mistake from Fargo. Fargo wants to at least be killing that before he tries to push through the middle. He can't leave Boycah on 2 oils the whole time. The second dozer is going to try to be hunted by Boycah, and Fargo's actually going to save that just. It's on about half HP, maybe just a little bit less, and the ambulance is there though. You want to park the ambulance by the dozer so the dozer actually heals. He isn't going to bother for the time being though. He's just going to try and move out, and I suspect that Boycah might try to go for that dozer hunt again. The dozer is super low, so it only takes like probably 2 or 3 hits, and that dozer is going to be going down. Fargo is now trying to engage the oil. Ambulance is taking... I thought the ambulance was taking the damage. It's only at about 70 or 75% of his HP. The score is 0-0. If you just tuned in, it is the best of 7. Fargo's actually going to continue pushing forward, but now Boycah's going to move in with these techs, and that dozer is extremely vulnerable. Only 1 RPG inside of here, and that dozer's going down, so pretty sure that technical there has got the goods inside of it. It's going to actually just hit the strategy center and leave the dozer, which is interesting. It actually values the strategy center more, but the technicals are going to now engage the dozer, and the dozer's going to go down anyway. But a massive army of Vs is pushing into Boycah's right side of his base. He does have his palace, and second arms leader is just going up as well. Crusader tanks being produced now by Fargo is going to fight off these techs, which probably will do pretty well, to be honest. He's not really going to be able to engage them. He has got some RPGs in the mix as well though, but that Crusader was a really nice build choice from Fargo. The Vs in the meantime have cleared out this right hand side, and laser lock coming in and another technical going down. So yeah, the Vs are continuing to push, but there's plenty of buggies out now. We've got 3 buggies and 4 technicals and a Jarman as well. So the Vs numbers are thinning, that is for sure. Another V going down. The buggies are causing more and more damage. These Vs need to move closer in range to these buggies. You can't just stay at distance like that. He has picked off the Jarman though, and I think the barracks has gone down as well, so he's not going to be making a Jarman anytime soon. So actually the missile defenders can just get close to the buggies, and that should do him some plenty of damage. He has got the capture upgrade, which is interesting. He didn't get his oil, but he has got the capture upgrade. So Boycah's in a little bit of a bad situation. The missile defenders are going to move out to laser lock the buggies, which are coming in from behind. There is a quad here now, and another buggy coming out, going straight to his death. That quad might pick off a V. The V does survive on a very low HP, but the buggies from range now are picking off these missile defenders, but the last arms dealer is going down, so both arms dealers gone down, and behind this Fargo's got a pretty nice army. Command center is still stuck on whatever percentage is on 78%. Boycah's base is going down pretty fast. Buggies are going to come out, take out probably 1 V. Yeah, it's going to go down, but he does have loads of Vs behind this, and Boycah at the moment doesn't have an arms dealer. So the 4 buggies are going to be very important. If those 4 buggies go down anytime in the next couple of minutes, he's probably going to lose. And if he does really well with them, he's probably going to win. So Boycah is now apparently offline. Good old communicator. Trustworthy for sure. I thought when the game jittered then for a second, I thought it actually was going to disconnect menu. So that would have been a nice bit of drama. As someone said in the chat, 56 tournaments and in 2017, sorry, since 2017, and not one without a bit of drama. That would have caused some drama for sure, because I'm sure both players would say they're going to win. It looks to me like Fargo's got the massive advantage. You might be dozerless, but I mean, this army is just so hard to deal with. Even if Fargo just attack and move through the center now, that's going to cause massive damage to Boycah, and he's not going to be able to probably defend it. Oil is recaptured for Fargo now, so he's going to be on a little bit of extra money. The Chinooks over here are idle and absolutely doing nothing at the moment. I wonder if there's flashbangs. There is flashbangs, so he's going to be able to clear out the buildings here, which he has done. But it's looking pretty bad for Boycah, to be honest. He is getting a second, his first black market. And these buggies are actually causing nice damage. Another V has been picked off. Another 2 are probably going to go down here. The ambulance especially is important. Needs to get Hellfire drones, maybe. This buggies is causing massive damage. Fargo is just choosing, like, he didn't really engage anything here. He just kind of went around it and in the process lost a load of stuff. Buggies again are going to try and pick up another V. That one is going to get low. It's on about half its HP. But the buggies here with the palace are going to be very hard. I feel like he needs to put more missile defenders in these. I don't think he's got any missile defenders. Oh, he's got very few anyway. He needs to be pumping out loads of missile defenders. Because they're the things that are going to be causing damage. If you had like missile defenders and all of them, just evac kind of here and he's going to clear out everything. Just kind of attacking like this with Vs that haven't got anything inside it. It's not good at all. Yo, oh no. Yo, Cyrus D, Daniel. Yeah, the longer it goes on, you're right, the more it favors Boycah. But Fargo's not in a bad situation. I was feeling that he needs more missile defenders. He had a really good advantage just then. He should have cleared out that and that with the flashbangs, and then kind of just pushed in this kind of area with the V's full of missile defenders, and he would have had a massively good chance. But I feel like he kind of threw away. I think he's still got the advantage, but I think he's thrown a little bit of it away. He's going to try and clear out this left side now. But I mean, he's got flashbangs in the mix. All you have to do is attack, move that building, and that's going to get cleared out. It has cleared out this bunker on the left side, and the V's are going to continue to push forward. Tunnel going down there. The buggies are probably going to pop out of there. He's got the buggy ammo upgrade. It's not got workers' shoes yet. He's prioritized the buggy ammo upgrade. Nice evac there. Another V going to get picked off. Nice laser lock. One buggy going down, which is actually pretty nice, but more buggies are being produced because the other armadillo is back up, so... both players are not very many units, actually. I think we've got like 4 buggies versus this amount of Vs. But yeah, these need to be more full. He has got a few inside of these at least, but I feel like they could be a little bit more full. I think he is continuously spamming, so maybe it's just because it's on one barracks. The 2 missile defenders just want to kind of park there. Don't really want to do anything. I did hear flashbangs just then, and the Vs are going to be taking massive damage again. Another 2 going down. So the more and more Boycah vets up, the more and more close he's going to be to bounty, and the V's are just always being picked off. And these this attack from Fargo has actually been stopped pretty heavily. I think the buggies probably want to come here now and probably just pick off even some more stuff. But he probably is going to be able to take out Boycah's oil. And to be fair, even though he's losing loads of stuff, this is sheer spam until he runs out of money. Is pushing Boycah back, and like gradually he's taking more and more. I wonder if he's going to try and capture the oil or if he's going to try and kill it. Boycah can't be on much cash now. He does have 2 supplies. No workers' shoes though, which I'm a bit disappointed about, as you will know. Fargo is collecting from the center now, so his spam is going to be kept up a little bit. If he wants to, which I probably would recommend, I would cancel that now because he gets 2k from that, and he can produce more units with it. Because he's going to need the cash soon. I know it counts as an extra building, but at this point I probably would cancel it. He is collecting from the center though, so maybe he doesn't need it right now. Jarman is out again, clearing up some missile defenders. Yo, Stevie Sue said, cheers man, thank you very much.
Got my missile launcher right here.
Yeah, Jarman was killed a little while ago, and the barracks was killed along with it, so I think he's only just rebuilt the barracks and Jarman, that's why Jarman was not out for a little bit. Fargo is going to try and capture the oil, but like I said, I think Fargo still has the advantage, and the longer this is going on, the more and more it's looking like Fargo's advantage actually, besides a few Vs that he lost before. but Boycah's only black market has now gone down.
What's the mission, sir?
Command center is going up though, so Anthrax Bomb might be out soon because he has killed a hell of a lot of units. If that Jarman engages anytime soon, he's probably going to get Pathfindered, if that is my word. But those buggies doing a really, really good job at picking off these Vs again. Suddenly, I think it's just because these Vs are just so empty. That's the whole reason. It's because they're so empty. I don't understand. Like, where's the Pathfinders? Where's the drones for killing the Jarman? Where's the amount of missile defenders in there? Because Pathfinders and missile defenders, there's nothing those buggies and that Jarman can do, because as soon as Jarman snipes something, a Pathfinder that costs $600 compared to him of $1,500 is just going to take him out. So, if I was a Fargo, probably less Vs and just more infantry units and evac them all there, and that would have taken the war factory down for sure. But Fargo's still in this. I still don't know fully who is going to win. Bomb truck is coming in, and the oil is going to get killed. So I'm trying to think what would be more cost efficient. That bomb truck cost GLA is 1,200 or 1,500. Can't remember how much the bomb truck costs. Whereas a Terra Tech would cost you 500 for the tech and then 800, which would be 1,300 total. But you get to keep the tech at the end of it. That's pretty bad there for Fargo. I would sell that. You need to sell that. It's the only thing you can do. Because he has got one over here. Boycah is managing to harass Fargo now. And Fargo's going to have to make a decision here. He's going to have to sell that. What he could have done actually was pulled the ambulance through. Yeah, that's going to have to be sold. It's in an awkward position. That 5-ace actually didn't do such a bad job, actually. But that one's, yeah, going to have to be sold, unfortunately. There's still a pilot back here scouting for Fargo. Wilkes Shoes is now out. Yeah, that rebel ambush was pretty good. That 5-ace did good work though. I didn't think it would be able to shoot through there, to be honest. There is actually a bit of a gap, actually. It's probably how it was able to shoot. Demo trap there. The Vs are going to be really, really lucky and run straight past it though. And the only black market again is under danger. Is in danger rather. Sorry, there's two black markets. But these buggies again, there's just so many out for them now. There's Vet 2 buggies as well. But the only black market, or sorry, the second black market is going to go down. Another bomb truck being produced by Boycah. But Boycah's actually doing a pretty decent job at saving these buggies. Yeah, I think I agree with Daniel now, and hit another bomb truck there. I can't even see it. Where did the bomb truck go? I actually can't see the bomb truck. Well, I heard it, but I can't see it now. There's the bomb truck. He needs to disguise it as a drone. Disguise it as like a battle drone or the stealth drone. Fargo needs to cancel that now. He's running out of cash, and the spam now is better than keeping that building. So, if you ask me, a bad decision by Fargo keeping that command center at this point. Especially now he's not been able to collect from the middle. He's lost so many Vs from these buggies, and they're now gaining bounty as well. So Fargo's just getting torn apart, really. Every attack, he's just lost so many buggies. But Boycah doesn't have that much cash himself. So at 2,800, he still has that oil though. I mean, that's why a player like me, you will see me kill the oil a lot more often than capturing it. Only capture it if you're 100% sure you're going to be able to keep it. Because now Boycah's back on his oil, and that's probably just based on that oil alone. It's GG. V's are coming back in now, but that V there probably is going to go down just to the tunnel and the RPGs. But Fargo is not even paying attention. He was targeting the tunnel and not the RPGs there. So everything for Boycah, everything is going Boycah's way. And actually now the war factory has been terror-teched, or the bomb truck. I actually missed that. You can disguise a bomb truck as a drone, by the way. I made a video on it. Yeah, if you type into YouTube epic bomb truck trick, it's one of my first videos that I ever made, actually. Don't worry though, Scuba. If you watch some of my videos, we'll make you good. I'll teach you the tricks. Fargo GG's. And Boycah goes 1-0 up. Well played by
You
Boycah.
have been defeated.
It's quite a similar theme to other Boycah games where he kind of hunts the player, and I think it was the last game. Was it versus Sexy? Did he do exactly the same versus Sexy? Did he hunt him? I think he hunted Sexy as well. I think it was exactly the same kind of situation. Just a similar theme with Boycah games. I'm going to update the squad. Where's Fargo now? Why isn't he letting me in? Yeah, Hossein, I did say that. You're right. But it's because 1 minute Fargo had so many Vs, and then next minute Boycah managed to pick off loads, and with a bit of bad control or bad decision making by Fargo, he got caught out of position and he lost loads of Vs. That's why I say that. In a 1v1 when so little units are on the field, it can look like it's one player's favour 1 minute, and then the next minute it was. I didn't know who was going to win that until it got close to probably the last 2 or 3 minutes. Still got the reverse now. Just bear with me a second. I'm going to get a drink. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I was eating my hot dog. Luckily, we haven't missed any action. It's only the first few minutes. Haven't had any food for ages, so I was due a hot dog. So we've got a technical coming out of Fargo. I'm assuming that's either empty or RPGs inside of it. But that was really, really bad from Fargo. They were all going to get crushed, and I don't always just kill 1v. But actually, I don't know if that was a little bit of self-damage actually from Boycah. I don't even know if Fargo actually killed it. Our units destroyed 1, so we actually did pick off the V. But that fire base is going to get up, and if those 3 missile defenders just go inside of there, that's going to be a really, really strong defense on this left-hand side, and no technicals are really going to be able to get past that. That's a really nice defense from Boycah. And then another technical has come in, and it is a Terror Tech this time. So at least some success for Fargo, and another technical down the back here. Some RPGs inside of there, but Boycah is reacting pretty quick. Unfortunately, that's all going to get cleared up, really, and no real damage caused area. I mean, he's delayed Boycah a little bit. Damaged 2 kind of Vs, but Fargo actually establishing some nice map control. He's got tunnels, the middle, left, and right. And he probably is going to be able to take out that, actually, even though these RPGs for Fargo are taking damage. Actually, I think the firebase probably will survive, and the Vs are actually going to go and help it as well. Another tech RPG from Fargo there. Actually, is keeping up the harassment really well. But Boycah is really defending it all himself, and that tunnel's probably going to go down. That was 800 wasted, and he didn't cancel it either. Another Terror Tech, and he's probably going to hit both of them buildings. That's really good if he hits both. A little bit unfortunate. He does hit the war factory, though, at least. And the supply is really low, so hitting the war factory, no problem, as long as you hit something worth 2k. But if he'd hit the supply as well, that would really cripple Boycah, and I'd give him Fargo the massive advantage then. But so far, Fargo's doing exactly probably what he needs to. War factory going up now for Boycah in the middle of his base. The firebase actually is going to go down this left side, and I think those 2 missile defenders there, I think they will go down, actually, if he doesn't evac them. 1 V going down, actually 2nd V going down. Oh, and the firebase does just survive. Another technical coming in, but I think that one actually didn't kill much. I think it's killed 1 missile defender. But only 2 Vs out for Boycah now. Fargo's done a good job at keeping the V count down. He does have 3 tunnels in the middle. One of the 4 has gone down, sorry. Got another tunnel back in his base, just in case of some kind of V aggression straight through the center. Fargo actually placing down a 3rd supply now. Fargo going for a bit of his own dozer hunt there, but actually... Oh, what's happened? Oh, there we go. I thought the other terrorist actually didn't hit them for a second. Oh, there is another terrorist. That would have been really good. I didn't realize there was 5 there at first. But he could have force fired the ground then and hit the war factory for the 2nd time. That would have been a massive cost to Boycah then. Another tech RPG coming in, and Fargo is relentless with this attack, and that dozer there is going to go down. 5 RPGs inside of there. Fargo has got a toxin tractor ready, so he's going to be able to clear out these buildings every time Boycah tries to take him back. And Boycah is being severely harassed. 2 Chinooks going down, and this GLA play from Fargo so far is absolutely epic. It's absolutely spot on, apart from the little bit unfortunate attack when he tried to hit both of them buildings there. Everything really has been pretty much spot on, even after losing the first few tech RPGs with that out actually causing much damage. He's still managed to keep on the pressure. Not faulted at all, so really impressed with Fargo this game. No oil capture coming out, but to be honest, probably the way of getting the money the fastest and the more income is probably by building that 3rd supply. So actually a 3rd supply, I probably prefer that position rather than having the oil. So yeah, not looking bad for Fargo at all. Supply there is heavily damaged. Fargo has got Boycah only collecting on 1 Chinook over here. And he's collecting in 3 over here. Another technical coming in. And I'd probably hit the war factory, to be honest, because... Yeah, very nice. Hit the war factory. Keeps the V count down because there's only 3 Vs out. And one of them is badly hit, actually. And there's no ambulance out. And one of them has got a Hellfire drone, so it's not going to be able to use the battle drone. Oh, very unlucky. But this play from Fargo, to be honest, you cannot fault it at all. He's on a 4th supply now. His attacks have been relentless. He's got a palace going up. Really impressed with Fargo's game. This game, it's completely on point. Very little errors. The pressure just been continuing. Like sometimes it's alright keeping the pressure up for a little bit, but then sooner or later you run out of technicals. But his pressure has just been continuous and always hitting the war factory. which is keeping Boycah's V count down, which means he can't really push through the center. Toxin tractors clear out of them buildings. Just really been on point, so really impressed. 2 of his Vs are still very low though. These tentacles here, to be honest, they're causing a little bit of a distraction for Boycah. It's keeping him busy rather than pushing out through the center or pushing through the right hand side. But the palace is now going up. Fargo's actually got 6k despite not having the oil, so it just shows actually the oil doesn't mean all that much. Actually getting the 3rd and 4th supply is a lot more important. So it's actually building another barracks to try and capture that. He's on 8k now, so he definitely needs to upgrade to a 2nd war factory. Technical here is going to get pushed away, but I don't know if that's actually a distraction tech. I'm not sure what's inside of this one. I think it's terrorists, maybe? Or maybe this is the distraction. But Fargo with the toxin tractor is a really good idea. So when the enemy combat drops you in the middle, to have a toxin tractor ready to clear that out is really good. Five Vs and an ambulance now for Boycah. No tow missile upgrade. Of course, he's had no real time to build it. No 2nd arms dealer apart from now. That can be sold off and the workers can be sent in the middle. Black market going down for Fargo. Hate that position. I know it's easy sometimes when you've got the workers already ready there, but if you've got the extra time, it's better to get that worker and tuck it right in a corner like that. If you've got the extra time, because he is focusing on attacking, so to be honest, as long as he gets it up and he gets the upgrades, that should be alright. Boycah has got the oil, so a little consolation prize for him there. Technical's going to go and try and find the dozer. Not going to succeed though. The dozer is going to be rescued. Command center is cancelled though. And that technical's just going to sit in the back. I don't know if there's another distraction. There's a worker here. And a technical has killed the oil. So this play from Fargo, I know I've said it before, sound like a broken record, but this play is just really top level. Distracted Boycah there with the technical and then hit the oil. He's just always attacking with a terror tech or with a tech RPG. Let's see now how he deals with this push from Boycah, because Boycah's now got tow missiles. He's got plenty of missile defenders in here. Jarman is out for Fargo. He's probably going to lose it though pretty quick. Jarman is having a bit of a field day. He's picked off quite a bit. Must have picked off at least 5 missile defenders there. And that V is getting extremely low. And all of Boycah's army has been cleared out. This GLA play from Fargo has been unstoppable. Everything Boycah has tried to do, or everything he's built, has been TNT'd or been destroyed. I think even the barracks is... Oh no, the barracks is still there. The version is 1.04. Everyone says 1.4, but it's not 1.4. It's very different. It's 1.04, and 1.06 is the unofficial patch that nobody plays. 1.04 is the official version that everybody plays. So, does anybody give Boycah a chance in this one at this late stage? Now Fargo getting his oil. He's on 3 to 4k. He's already on worker shoes. He's got tunnels all over the place. The middle is on complete lockdown. I really can't see how Boycah's going to win this. I think Fargo has done really well. Kept up the pressure. Not faltered at any point and completely destroyed the USA. So well played to Fargo.
You have been defeated.
It's going to update the scoreboard. So it looks like they're going with demo inf. Demo will be Fargo first, and they're going to choose the map now, I believe. Just trying to sort my alerts out again. It looks like it stopped working again. So a demo versus inf. Looks like the map's going to be plant waste. Just be 2 seconds. I'm just sorting out this stupid alerts box again. Okay, there we go. I've subscribed to myself. No, it's just a test. Right, okay, so the score is 1-1. If you've just tuned in, it's best of 7. It's round 2 of Lucifer Arises tournament. Jumping back into this now, we are on game 3. We have a GLA demo in the southwest. Yeah, southwest. Cyan color. Fargo, and in the top right, we've got Boycah in the red with China infantry. Nobody, or maybe they are. Yeah, nobody's opting for my 6 supply build order. Yo, MV Bianchi or Bianchi, however I'm meant to say it. I'm sure I butcher half of these names. Boycah is clearing out the center, clearing out the terrorists. One terrorist is probably going to get through though, and that's going to be important to try and scout the helix. Boycah's actually opted for 3 supplies in the end, with a war factory and a barracks. Don't think he's going to be able to afford anything anytime soon though. Now he will actually be able to afford an outpost now. But the miniguns are running around for Boycah, clearing up all the workers. To be honest, I prefer my 6 supply build order, or however many it was, for both armies. I think was it 5 supply build order for Inf, and 6 supply build order for GLA when I played this matchup and map. Let's see what's going to happen. Then Atta says, why do Red Guards deal so much damage to Patriot missile batteries? To be honest, I think it's because they are... To be honest, they're pretty good against all buildings, not just Patriot missiles. They're good against powers, they're good against everything, to be honest. So I think it's in the game, it's designed to be China's counter to those buildings. So I would consider most USAs are stronger in general than most of the Chinas. So, to be honest, I have no problem with them dealing that much damage. If anything, China needs to be boosted to be a little bit stronger, because USA kind of dominates the game. Yo, AJ Salmon, by the way, welcome back. I recognize your name. So our first quad out, or second quad rather. Maybe the first. Fargo establishing a nice little bit of map control here on the left hand side, but oh, he's actually dozer hunting. That's painful. He might actually get it. Bad micro there from Boycah. He's probably going to get it. Yeah, he is going to get it. The other one's really, really low, and he does have a war factory still out. Command center is being placed down, and there are mines out, so I don't think, unless Fargo goes straight through the center and can see everything we can see, which obviously he can't, then he's probably not going to be getting that dozer anytime soon. If you're on about buying the game in the chat, by the way, if you're on Windows 10, I recommend you go to a website called g2a.com and buy the game through there. It's like €8 or $8, something like that. And then, whoa, whole train going down there. And then once you get a code, then you register it through Origin. You want to get EA Origin, register your code, and download the game. It's super quick. I think you can do that for Windows 7 too. But if you're on Windows 7, you can also just go on Amazon, buy a second-hand copy, hard copy of the 0 Hour Deluxe version, and you can get it that way. But yeah, I have a few videos on it. I have 2 videos, one for Windows 7, one for Windows 10. If you just check out the channel. So another tunnel going up. Not that impressed with Fargo's build order this time. I think he is doing okay, and he is on another supply there in the top left. He's on 4 supplies now. But the thing is, on this map, these supplies here mine out very, very quick. So very quickly, he'll only be on 2 supplies. So, yeah, it'd be nice if he gets the oils, or if he gets this supply over here as well. The squad is kind of left out of position, just kind of chilling. And Boycah's attack here has not been very good at all, really. Toxin Tractor is not kind of engaging as fast as I would like to see it. Tank Hunters are going to take damage from that tunnel now, and Boycah actually doesn't have that much. I think it's because he's spent 4k on, not unnecessary buildings, but he spent 4k on buildings rather than kind of producing. He could have produced, like, instead of that stuff, he could have produced a second barracks and a second war factory, produced loads of outposts, and then kind of charged through the center, and then maybe hid the dozer behind there. But instead, he's playing the safe route. But as a result of playing the safe route, look how contained on the map he is now. I mean, he's allowed all map control to go to Fargo, and Fargo's now getting a palace. I suppose the only thing is the 2 middle buildings, they're all kind of left open, and Fargo should really be thinking ahead at this point, because the next thing that's going to be out is going to be a Lotus, and infantry's going to capture both of them. So if you can, you want to be really dealing as much damage to them as possible. Even a few quads and a few RPGs, just trying to pick off these oils, so you don't have to try and fight for them later when Lotus actually captures them. That would set Boycah right back if he manages to pick off those. But a bit of an attack coming through the middle now. Not that strong for Boycah, but if these 2 here are full, it's not going to be so easy to deal with. RPGs are going to get inside of that building and probably going to deal with a little bit of damage, at least to these outposts. The Flamer has gone down, and now this whole attack from Boycah is going to be repelled. One of the armies I'm not really impressed with Boycah is probably his infantry. I don't think it's the greatest. Especially when he's doing, like, any China versus any China, usually is not his strongest. His strongest ones are like GLA mirrors, GLA versus USA. USA versus GLA I usually would consider him pretty strong, but China mirrors and stuff like that, I consider him a little bit weaker. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. It's just from my experience, what I've seen rather. That's kind of the impression that I get. ECM is taking a little bit of damage. I'm not sure if it's going to go down, but 1 outpost is going to get popped open at least. And Lotus, like I said, has captured both of them oils now. The Terror Tech actually wasn't successful. A little bit unfortunate. Oil is going to be repaired by the dozer that's incoming. Fargo is now on how many supplies? He's on 5? Yeah, 5 supplies, but these are going to be mined out very quick, so it can be a little bit deceiving. But the 2 oils in the middle from Boycah are now going to be bunkered down. This is what I was saying, like, it would have been better if it had... That quad that was kind of chilling over here for, like, literally most of the game. If it had just been, like, force fired on the oil since, like, 5 minutes ago, then these oils probably would be dead now. But now it's going to be a really hard challenge or task for Fargo to try and get back into that. I use the Bibbers launcher thing, by the way, and I never have any problems, so... Maybe it's just lucky for me, but I have formatted quite a few times, and every time on Windows 10, the launcher has worked for me. On on Windows 10. I don't know if you're on Windows 7. I don't know if that's what you're on about. But Boycah's oil is taking damage from 3 quads. We've got plenty of helixes out now. We've got 2 helixes, and Boycah's going to be very soon just on 1 supply, 2 oils. Fargo's going to need to get some AP ammo. If he's going to be fighting these helixes, because these helixes are going to help to clear out this whole section, and all of this is going to give Boycah a massive XP boost. But Fargo's kind of just chilling with his quads in the middle. Not sending them back. All of these buildings have been sold, or sorry, the black market's been sold. This needs to be cancelled. It is cancelled. But all of them buildings, the tunnels and that supply there is giving Boycah XP, so don't be surprised if he launches the artillery or the carpet anytime soon now. Lotus is still in loads of money. There's at least 1k gone there. So Fargo's going to have to... Yeah, there you go, there's the artillery and the carpet. Looks like he's going to go for the supplies, so one there and one there, I think. Actually, what the hell kind of carpet was that? That was the most pointless carpet I've ever seen in my life. Maybe it wasn't so pointless, but he didn't really achieve anything. He didn't kill anything. That building can just be repaired and the tunnel can be repaired. It didn't actually kill that much at all. But these helixes now, one of them was low, so it's going to have to go back. But it's kind of all Boycah has got left at the moment. Boycah's going to come in and finish off these tunnels, so... Actually, yeah, that's where the artillery hit. So Boycah wanted to break through these tunnels. That's where it hit. I wasn't actually paying attention there for a second. So to be fair, he has pushed Fargo back a little bit, and he has taken control on this left side here. Helix is a massive range, going to take out all the infantry there. 2 angry mobs in the mix there. Looks like 1, but actually looks can be deceiving. It is 2. With the AK-47s. The bunker is going to go down pretty quick. To be honest, that little army with a few quads behind it, and Boycah's probably not going to be engaging that. Demo bike kind of wasted there. I think he's got the demo upgrade now. So he does have the demo upgrade. He's got worker shoes. That supply can be sold. He's on the second black market. Boycah's really locking down this top left side, and Jarman is going to be picked off. A few missile defenders, sorry, a few tank hunters got picked off. One oil is still existing, and those mines seem to have been around for ages, now just fading away. Angry Mob are back at it again, killing the oil now. That's a really good pick off, and the helixes are coming in, but they're not going to be able to save it in time. The Angry Mob and the damage output is just absolutely insane. Even if the Angry Mob goes down, it's completely worth it for killing that. Actually killed the dozer as well. I think he probably... that Angry Mob could still probably cause massive damage. I just keep pushing forward to that with the quad sat behind it. And nothing here is really going to be able to repel it, depending on how many infantry are inside of these buildings. Got to remember, carpet and artillery are probably close to cooldown for Boycah. Carpet tends to refresh as it cools down after 2.5 minutes, I think, so it does come around real quick. Carpet is coming in. He's going to hit that building again. The dead building. It's going to hit another tunnel. I don't think he's going to finish it down to the hole though, so he's got to be pretty adamant that he's going to be coming in here. The demo bike's actually really nice hit. Popped open all of them. I think he's killed some infantry inside of it as well, so that's not looking good for Boycah. This is probably a bit of a final attempt at a push for Boycah. These helixes actually coming straight down the middle, now turning over here. Going to try and go in. AP ammo is now out for Fargo. It's only going to take one wrong move from Boycah for those helixes, and they're going to go down, and that's going to be GG. Saying that though, Boycah is on, well, 5 trucks over here. He's almost mined out back at home. Does have some hackers out though. Got 2 hackers, it looks like. 3 helixes are going to continue to probe around and see what they can find. Another tunnel is going to be picked off. That's someone that was already low from the carpet. Although I feel those carpets were a little bit weak. He didn't really do much. If he'd done it straight down the center and hit here and killed a few units, that would have been more worthwhile in my opinion. Because that helix damage output, once you're on top of the tunnel and doing damage anyway, the tunnel's going to go down regardless. And no matter what pops out, if you're on top of it, you're going to be killing everything inside of it. So those carpets are a little bit weak. Apart from when he popped open that building, I suppose it was alright. But Boycah is doing his traditional hold the line strategy as Kim Jong-un, who's seen the sexy versus Boycah game where it was Stealth versus China on is it Summer Arena? No, Jungle Wolf. When Boycah did the Kim Jong-un style defense. But he's doing it again. This time it's probably, you probably could say it's more fortified and more like North Korea this time because the mines are out and the bunkers are more powerful. But those angry mobs there were completely wasted. If he'd have just gone round and stepped right, actually from this side here, he would have been probably able to take out both of them. Then Rebel Ambush actually comes in and does finish off that dozer though, and that gat actually is a bit low. Jarman under attack from the gat, just escapes. He is going to self-repair or self-heal because he is Vet 2. So not bad at all. Third black market, fourth black market going down. Sorry, actually, he's on loads. I'm miscounting. 3, 4, 5, 6, and a scud. Versus, I can see 4, 5. Actually, there's 4 there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hackers out. So I think that gat, was that gat sold? I think it was sold, but now these quads are going to push in, and he better have a load of quads back at home in the tunnel, because if he doesn't, then them helixes are going to move out. As soon as Boycah realizes, he's going to move out and probably base trade like one of the spots for one of the spots, and that looks like what Boycah's going to do. He's going to go down to the bottom right, but I wonder if Fargo has any quads in the tunnel or not. He needs probably like 1 or 2 stingers down. Carpet and the artillery, all the support powers are going to be used again to clear out these tunnels. He does have 3 quads. I don't know if that's enough. These helixes are just going to continue to push forward. 1 helix does get picked off, which is a nice win, but the Demobites are going to be picked off as well. And actually Fargo isn't even trading, he's kind of going back. That was a massive mistake from Fargo, not having enough quads at home and pushing out with all your quads. Really, really bad. Now he's lost his whole right hand side, which is not good for him at all. Scud is up. The range on that bunker is absolutely insane. And the quads are going to cause a little bit of damage to these trucks. There's so many trucks here, so even if he picks off like 2 or 3, doesn't really matter because he's still got 2 trucks, and 2 trucks is what you need. 1 more quad coming in. I think 1 helix is going to get picked off. Actually, maybe even 2. If he's paying attention. No, 2 quads actually, because he's got AP ammo and they were vetted up as well. Then that's why he's caused the damage to the first helix. Any predictions on who's going to win this one? Because at the moment, I am a little bit unsure. I think the longer it goes on, it's probably going to favour Fargo more because he's got the scud to launch, the AP ammo. He's just picked off 1.5 quads. But Boycah does have a fair few hackers out though, and hackers for in for very, very strong, as we know. Quads are going to continue to stream in and pick off these. I would scrap it up as well. Angry Mob has come in from the other angle, but there is a minigunner in here, at least 1 minigunner, so the Angry Mob is actually going to be taken out, which is not bad at all. Hackers are here, so a scan would be nice for Fargo. Helix has actually come in again and clearing out this bottom right hand side that Fargo has tried to retake. Boycah's actually on 2,500. Yo, Sen. Sorry, not Sen. Sem or Kem. Taskin, yo. Nice scan there from Fargo. I don't know the exact science behind scrapping up the quads. I'm too lazy to learn it exactly, but he had the option to scrap up twice. and he only had one veterancy stripe, so I think that the 2 scraps outweigh the 1 veterancy stripe, I think. Also, I haven't seen anyone test if you scrap up a quad. I haven't seen anyone test if the armor is increased versus different missile types. Missile or tank attacks and stuff like that, so... Yeah, to my knowledge, I've not seen it, so I don't know if you increase the armor and HP or not. Maybe not the HP, but the armor versus certain attacks. Might be wrong, but I haven't seen anyone test it yet. So in that case, I probably would scrap it up twice. What is inside that plane? That is the question. Is it going to be mines or an EMP? Oh, EMP. And the quads are caught out of position a little bit. 4 quads are disabled. Helixes are taking a bit of damage, but the quads are now out of this tunnel. Really, really nice attack from Boycah. Not sure what's going on with that black market. Another black market going down. That was clearly a fake. Another tunnel going down, and this attack from Boycah has caused massive, massive damage. And the Scud has been... Was the Scud captured? I think the Scud was captured or killed. I actually completely missed that. I was too busy replying to the chat. But Boycah is going to retreat. He's only on 5,000. Does have a full internet center though, and loads of hackers out. Semtaskin said, yeah, you need a tutorial on how to use gem powers. Actually, I thought that one there just redeemed himself. That one was actually a pretty good one, because those quads really got quite out of position. Or maybe you could say that was a bad pop by Fargo. As soon as you see that plane coming, you don't know if it's mines or an EMP, but don't risk it. Just go straight back in the tunnel and pop out of another one. He could have even like had a tunnel back here, and as soon as those helixes flew over, popped out there, and they would have all been dead. It's just kind of little tiny things like that. Yeah, I thought it was capped by the Lotus, but actually I saw the green remains from like a Scud, and I'm sure it looked like it was killed. But I might be wrong. I wasn't. I was reading the chat. That's my mistake. Nice harassment still from Fargo, but I think very soon... Oh, nice. Very nice from Jarman. It's picked off 5... How's Jarman being revealed there? I'd like to know how he's being revealed. He's probably going to try and get inside of the dozer. He has scanned more hackers, which is really, really nice. He's going to try and get inside of the dozer, maybe? Jarman going to take heavy damage there. He could have pressed I, or he could have sniped the dozer first. He could have gone a little bit further away. I don't know, maybe he thought he was going to get revealed. He did pick off a fair few hackers though, so to be fair, not bad at all. Fargo has prevented Boycah from collecting from any supply now though, so Boycah has literally got his oils and that's it. I think we're going to be in for a long-ish game. Carpet is going to hit one of the tunnels again. He's going to kill a quad as well this time, but the tunnel's not going to take much damage at all. Artillery's coming in, and that might hit the quads. Oh, very, very nice. Sem Taskin, he must have been listening to your comment, because actually that gen power there killed a ton of stuff. One helix probably going to get picked off there with the AP ammo. Yeah. Unlucky for Boycah, one of them already is very low as well. Fargo, I imagine, is going to try and capture that supply. It's got 5,000 there, so it's definitely worth still building a supply on it and a couple of workers. But yeah, they've got some chunky game times on these last few games. We're approaching the 25th minute, really. And the game doesn't look like it's going to finish anytime soon. Plenty of markets out for Fargo. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a scud. 8th market going up, sorry, 9th market. And that one's about to be captured by Lotus. Needs to sell that just in time. I thought that was a carpet again. He really hates that one tunnel right there. That Lotus is going to get trapped now. There's no way she can get out. Unless she goes kind of here. Nah, she's... just... oh... this Lotus is living on thin ice. Could have detonated a worker there and picked her off. Lotus is stuck now. She's going to be pretty useless. It would be better actually if he doesn't scan her and just leaves her there. Then Boycah can't reproduce her unless he suicides her. So Boycah will probably just leave her there, I reckon. Fargo has scanned her. Yeah, 3 workers collected now for Fargo on this top left, which is not bad at all. 4 helixes are going to come in though, and there are 2 quads there ready to defend. And 2 of the helixes are going to take quite a bit of damage, but they're going to be able to just clear this up really and then go back. But Fargo is on 3,700, almost 4k. Boycah on 1.5k. Jarman is back in the house and taking out the hackers. Really nice pick off. But we've still got, I mean, what? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe 11, 12. Maybe, oh wait, shit. We got more here. Got at least 16 hackers out, and then a full internet center as well. Collecting mostly $10 and $8 each, so... and they'll soon all be on $10, I imagine. Yeah, versus 1 black market, 2 black markets. It's got refinery as well. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 markets and a scud as well. He is demo, and I'm pretty sure a demo scud can't take out a full health internet center. I think, anyway, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure only a particle cannon can take out the internet center, I think. I think a demo scud might leave it very low, but I don't think it can kill it. But with the demo rebel ambush, he can kill it, and based on just that, with an anthrax bomb, he probably will wipe out the whole of Boycah's economy, unless those helixes can stop the anthrax bomb, which they, to be honest, they could well do. 5 helixes though for Boycah, so he's got plenty of helix. Flamer has taken out the units inside of that bunker, or garrison rather. Flamer's going to try and take out that one, but he is going to go down, unfortunately. Loads of helixes now coming in, as well as an EMP, I would imagine, because he used the mines on you recently, so that has to be an EMP. It's just a repeat of before, and a carpet as well. I think he can still pop from the tunnels though, even though it's EMP. Am I wrong? Or is that sneak attack he can still do it from? But the helixes are going to come in. 2 of them are going to go down at least. Massive engagement, but all of these helixes are going down. Heavy damage on all of them. Only 1 remaining. And every single helix has now gone down for Boycah. And Fargo has to now be 5-star. He's got a command center, so he has to have sneak attack, rebel ambush, possibly 16 rebels. He's got the sneak attack here. The scud has been taken out though. But let's see what he's able to do with the sneak attack. Probably not much. Actually, he is able to do quite a lot, and all the support powers have been used. I don't think there's anything left, maybe apart from mines. But the, oh yeah, mines. As I say, mines, it gets dropped off. Okay, a little bit. Oh, no. He really wants to kill them hackers. Rebel ambush, really well played by Fargo. Completely annihilating all of them, and anthrax bomb is coming in as well, and Boycah is finished. There's no way of coming back from that. He's taking way too much damage. Just literally a few moments, he'd lost every single helix, pretty much every single hacker apart from a few. I mean, there's a few dotted around. He must have like 8, 9, 10. Boycah has been defeated with no GG, so you can tell he's probably a little bit pissed about that one. So really well done by Fargo. Looked a little bit shaky at times, but ultimately he pulled through and got the win, so we're really, really well played. 183k collected and 154k collected for Boycah. Units destroyed. Probably just with that Anthrax bomb alone, he probably killed loads, but I don't know if support powers count towards his stats, so these stats can be a little bit skewed sometimes. So yeah, absolutely epic play from Fargo. Really, really well played. I'm going to update the score now. So yeah, we've got 2-1 for Fargo. So Boycah already needs to be thinking about the next matchup. What is he going to do in versus... does he want to be doing a quite defensive build order, quite a standard build order? Does he want to go Helix, really nice and aggressive? Yeah, it was really, really well done. Fargo seems to be on fire, especially just these last 2 games. The GLA was kind of almost perfect, and then this that GLA demo then towards the end, as soon as he got 5-star, or just before he got 5-star, when he killed all them helixes and then just completely wrecked Boycah from that point. So yeah, top right hand side now, back on plant waste. We've got the exact reverse of what we just saw. We've got in the blue color Fargo. Looked quite nice on this map, the blue with the green and the brick or rock kind of background. It looks pretty nice. I do hate this map because you've got little things like this that actually cause you problems to build, like kind of things like that. I really, really hate it for that. And in the bottom left, we've got Boycah in the red as GLA demo. So what is he going to do? Is he going to do a 6 supply build order, or how's he going to do? Let's see. So Boycah is actually looking like he's going for a war factory. Pretty sure that's a fake war factory. He often likes to do that in pretty much every matchup. Just the way it's building so fast. Is that a fake or real? I don't know. I think it's fake. What? Probably tell by how much cash he's got actually. He's got 2,000 left, and he's got 3 tunnels and 2 supplies. Yes, that's a fake, and now he's just upgraded it. Muad says, Domi, do your co-workers know about your YouTube life? Do my co-workers? Only my close mates, not like my general people who I work with. I'm not going to go into a meeting and say, I'll just let you know. Nah, just my close mates know that I run a YouTube channel. So, what? Oh, we got a helix. Missed a massive pot there. I was too busy concentrating on the chat, which I must not do. Boycah is actually on 2 quads, and the helix is probably going to be repelled. It's going to take out this tunnel. He's probably going to take out that tunnel, but Boycah kind of skipped the tunnel in his base for a bit, so he is going to lose that one. Pretty much without achieving a lot. If Fargo goes up to this top left, though, he's going to be able to stop that tunnel as well and deny loads and loads of map control. He is choosing to go to the bottom right instead, though. Quads are out, and the helix is going to get extremely low, but he's probably just going to escape. That was probably one of the worst places he could have attacked. Obviously, we can see the whole map, but if he'd gone over here, he would have been able to clear out this so easy. And their mines are going to stop the terrorists. Really well done. Mines are really useful on your supplies. Fargo is going to evac and go inside of this building here, I would imagine. He's going to go and repair his helix, but he has lost map control on this left side. He is on a 3rd supply, though, in the bottom right-hand side. Nishal Joshi says that your co-workers know you're a world's champion. That's the C&C 0 hour. My mates know that I run a YouTube channel. Only my super close mates know that that I've won a few tournaments and whatever. So yeah, some people do. Daniel says, your best team is demo, DoMiNaToR. I've been watching you for a while. You rarely lose with demo. You know what? I feel like demo's probably one of my weakest ones. But I don't know. I didn't check recently. Maybe you're right. Maybe because the technicals for demo cost $600. So generally you can't get a lot of technicals out. Kind of like Toxin Tractor killing a bunker there. A nice pick off. I forgot what I was saying now. Yeah, generally you can't get out a lot of technicals as demo, which makes it quite weak against USAs. It's kind of what I feel. Not quite sure what's going on with that Tech Terror, or Tech RPG rather, but Fargo is under quite a lot of pressure. Yo, Battle for Middle Earth Expert, missing an extra E, if that's right. BFM Expert. Those are getting picked off there from Fargo, losing one of his doses in the bottom right. Helix is empty and gonna engage everything, and it's the wrong thing to do. That Helix is going down pretty easy, and Fargo's faultless play over the last 2 games is now starting to look a little bit faltered. That Helix is pretty bad. Maybe he had retaliation mode on, and that's why it kind of attacked. That's why I don't like retaliation mode, because the Helix, if you're trying to save it, it wouldn't have been over there at that point. Oh, that's really bad from Boycah. You kind of knew. What did he just kill? That was it. No, it must have been a barracks. He didn't know there was mines there, so yeah, he didn't know, to be fair. Nice mines from Fargo, what can I say? Back at home, Fargo is building a command center. I always like to build that extra supply before the command center, just because the supply builds so fast. It doesn't really cost you that much in terms of time and money, actually. It's only 1,500 and it just builds so quick and can pay off for itself so quick. Boycah is here to chill with 3 workers, building 2 tunnels, and a supply is going down as well. So he had plenty of money in the bank just then. Palace going down for Boycah as well. In general, the best army, yeah, I would say is Air Force. Boycah now probably going to be able to clear this 3rd or 4th supply for Fargo. That's probably going to be going down in the bottom right. Boycah has nice control of the oils in the middle. So cold in here tonight, I might have to put a jumper on. I'm supposed to get loads of snow by my house tonight, so I don't know if I'll be able to get into work tomorrow. Let's see. Kind of when the snow comes in the UK, the whole country decides to come to a standstill, so we'll see what happens. Boycah is taking heavy damage actually on this left side. Plenty of quads and RPGs out though still, but the flamers and the outposts so far have been able to cause massive damage. Boycah's probably going to lose the supply actually, and in the meantime we've got 2 minigunners from Fargo in the center ready to capture some oil. Doesn't have the capture upgrade though. Boycah a bit hesitant to attack into this, and I can understand why. Probably waiting for the demo bikes actually, and now he's going to push in, so really well done from Boycah. It's looking like this is probably going to go 2-2, because Boycah's gameplay in this one is looking pretty good, and like I said, his GLA is probably one of his better armies from what I've seen. Yeah, Tox is a very strong army as well, so probably agree with Frank's suggestion of Tox, Stealth, Inf being the strongest armies. Inf, I'm not so sure. Maybe Laser instead of Inf. If we're talking overall or in general, I don't know, maybe. No, you probably could say 4th is Inf actually, you may be right. Artillery coming in. And the carpet as well, similar theme to before. Artillery's going to hit that tunnel there. And 2 stingers going down though, so It's not going to be easy to break through. Saying that, though, everything has been cleared out apart from one tunnel remains and kind of the stinger in front of it. So Fargo might be able to clear this out. And if he does that, actually, and locks off this top left side with the bunkers, then it won't be bad at all. Sometimes people are afraid of kind of building a bunker at the front. Maybe his like Fargo vision doesn't kind of go that far, so he kind of builds the bunkers further back. But honestly, sometimes you've got to be brave and just send those as the front, because once that is established, that's kind of completely locked off. You don't need to do so many bunkers then, and it's harder for the GLA to break through. But the longer and longer this goes on with the demo bikes, Rebel Ambush is going to be coming out later on. Inf is not looking so strong. Fargo needs another supply to be really in this. If he gets hold of this supply and builds a few more bunkers, then he's gonna look really, really good. But at the moment, yeah, not looking so good for Fargo. Daniel Valentin says, I say Air Force because DoMiNaToR always said it. Good man, good man. I never agreed until he explained why, and once I saw how you play properly with air. Yeah, to be honest, it's the support powers and the general variety of stuff that Air Force can do. He can go Raptors, he can go stealth Comanches, he can do Vs, he's got the point defense lasers, the Chinooks are cheaper. All those kind of reasons, that's why air is considered the strongest. And to be honest, there's probably not many people that would disagree with me. And then next, you probably could say Tox, like Frank kind of said. Yo, Hussein, by the way, how you doing? I suppose you would have to pick Inf over Laser because on like the smaller maps, Inf can just get so much stuff out and probably just walk over Laser. It depends on the map, but if we're talking overall, probably could say Inf maybe in general, because the Inf just walks over all of China's. Laser does too, but you probably could say Inf does even more. With the Helix possibility as well, it's just so strong. Game has slowed down a little bit. We've got 2 demo bikes coming in, and I think it's still looking in Boycah's favour. That Flamer needs to go back because it's just going to go down. That demo bike should have hit that ECM really. Demo bike is going to come back to life. Lotus is ready to capture the oils. Don't know if she'll be able to capture it though without the demo bike killing her afterwards. Let's see. Shaman is in the mix at the bottom right. Players not capturing the refinery, and to be honest, that's a bit of a mistake. I will definitely capture the refinery. I think they see it as not worth it, but it quickly pays for itself, the amount of vehicles you make. Especially when he's got the capture upgrade actually anyway. It definitely needs to be getting that, so that's a mistake from Boycah not getting the refinery. Nishal Joshi says, why do pro players start playing pretty bad during late games? As in their reflexes and their map awareness vanishes during the end. Why can't they maintain their concentration until the end? If you're talking about the real pro players, like kind of Size and Rage, Caro, these kind of players, I don't think that's necessarily correct. I don't think their concentration and map awareness gets less as it goes on. If anything, probably stays the same or increases. But if you're talking about players like Boycah, Tasmani, Fargo, players like that who are probably second to those kind of players, maybe with them it happens. I don't know. Can you think of any game examples? I can't think of any recently. Maybe it's kind of like at the start of a game, like say you're USA against the GLA, you want to be trying to stop those tentacles from getting into your base, so you're on ultra high alert. You're like scrolling all over the map trying to check for tentacles trying to get into your base, so maybe that's why. And then towards the end you've got your radar, so you kind of rely on that more. I don't know, have you got any examples? I can't think of any recently, and it depends what kind of player you're talking about, I think. Angry Mob out for Boycah now. 3 bunkers here for Fargo, so I don't think Boycah's going to be getting through that anytime soon. We've got Jarman in the back there for and 6 helixes out. 7, 8 helixes out. So Boycah's going to have a nice amount of quads. He's got AP ammo. He has got plenty of stinger sights dotted around. Helixes are being loaded up. I don't know if Boycah knows quite how many helixes there are. But let's see. He seems to be quite aware. Actually, I think he is aware because the Jarman has seen that amount. I don't think Fargo knows that his helixes have been detected though. So actually what Fargo probably wants to do is when these, similar to scenario to last game, when these quads kind of move and attack here, then he wants to take those helixes and kind of base trade at this bottom right, which is exactly the same. I've got deja vu in this one. Probably in the meantime, actually, first you probably want to engage the middle and clear out them oils, because those oils are such a powerful thing. And there's only 2 stingers there, but actually there's loads of quads there as well. So Boycah actually doing a nice attack, protecting all areas with quads. The stingers don't have the missile upgrade, which actually I would like to see. Helixes are on the move. He's going to go straight through, but these helixes taking massive damage. They're going to charge straight through. We've got 1 helix, 2 helixes going down, 3 helixes going down. And they're going to charge straight through, but I think they're all going to go down. And I think this is going to be the end for Fargo. Fargo not realizing that his helixes were detected. And Boycah was 100% prepared for that. And so many helixes going down, such a massive cost. Every one of them is worth 1,500, fully loaded with bunkers, which cost an extra 400. And then an extra 1,500. Yeah, 1,500 for... Is it 1,500? 300 times 5? Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, 1,500. So each one of them helixes is basically 3,900? 3,400? Yeah, 3,400. My maths is bad today. Maybe it's because it's so cold. Yeah, 3,400 each one of them helixes. Oh no, sorry, because he's inf. They might be worth more. It might be worth 4,400 if they're all fully loaded with tank gunners and stuff. So yeah, either way, GG. Loads more money collected there for Boycah, and Boycah has actually pulled it back to 2-2. Yeah, sorry, I assumed he was China. I forgot for a second. I'm just going to put a jumper on because it's absolutely freezing. Okay, so we are back. We're on Gorge Drought and potentially in for another long game. We're at 2-2, best of 7, so it's first to win 4 games if you just joined. Round 2 of Lucifer Arises tournament. Stealth for Boycah versus Fargo in the south on Gorge Drought in the Cyan Killer as GLA Toxin. So let's see how this one is going to go. Is it going to go long? Is Fargo going to be nice and aggressive with the stronger army? So yeah, let's see what happens. Fargo actually skipping the tunnel in his main base, it looks like. Instead, tried to box in his workers, but I think he's left a gap there on both sides, so not the greatest. And instead, he's produced 3 tunnels. No terrorists, though. It's just a little bit of a weird... I know he has built... oh, yeah, he has. He's built 2 barracks. He's built 2 barracks. That's why he has the extra cash. Fargo actually needs to force fire to ground there, not paying attention. Boycah's going to try and get in the worker line. He's going to kill probably one worker at the most. Car is around the back now, and it's going to delay Fargo from collecting. Even if he kills no workers now, he's delaying the mining, so the collection rate, sorry. So the goat, what are you on about? No score at the top. Can you not see the score at the top? There is a score at the top. Fargo is going to engage Boycah's stuff and kill one worker. The rest of the workers have been pushed off the supply, and now they're actually on the wrong side of the tunnel. A tentacle coming in for Fargo. I'm not sure if he's going to kill the workers. Going to kill the workers, so not the greatest of starts from Boycah actually. And Fargo's got a nice amount of tentacles. Also building another supply. Boycah already actually on his third supply. And ow, this scrap deny was not on point. All the workers for Boycah were killed over here, so he's going to have to rebuild all of those. And third supply is up for both players now, actually. Fargo actually on only one worker there, not paying attention at the moment. Fargo being quite defensive, building another tunnel back in his main base. I think he probably does anticipate actually that this attack is coming now, so actually not so bad at all. Needs to prepare a rebel straight away because it's obvious what Boycah's going to do. He's going to try and get inside of here and kill these buildings, which is not going to be good at all. That worker actually almost got crushed, but he needs to prepare a rebel straight away to get over here and clear out that, because those RPGs are going to kill those buildings. Worker actually being dropped off and building a tunnel. Boycah's worker's going down on his base. But yeah, Boycah actually building a tunnel as well in the bottom right hand side by the oil in the refinery. And if that tunnel gets up there, then Boycah's going to have a hard time clearing that up, because it's a toxin tunnel, so it's not going to be easy to kill at all. It is facing the wrong way though. AA says, good question, Dominator. Does Nuke have 40% chance versus Tox according to your win matchup list? 40%, is that the rating I gave? Probably feels about right, maybe less. I think Tox is definitely the stronger. If both players play ultra perfect, you have to give the massive advantage to definitely to Tox. So 40% or 35% sounds about right to me. Nuke is still has a chance and is still good. Don't get me wrong, but Tox is, nobody can argue that Tox is weak in the Nuke. There's no way. Second supply has been sold off from Boycah, so Boycah's actually now only on 2 supplies. He does have his oil and refinery though, and Palace is going up, but losing that supply there was not good news for him at all. Arms dealer is going up for Boycah in the base of Fargo. What the hell is that about? So not being cleared out for Boycah. In the top left, that supply is probably going to be taken at some point. If I was Boycah, I kind of would have made the war factory over here. And not in the base of Fargo, but maybe it will be the right thing to do. I don't know. He's going to be making buggies now, I can imagine. But the main war factory for Boycah is going to be taking some heavy damage. So it's looking pretty good for Fargo, to be honest. Yeah, Lost Hero says the RPGs for GLA can get inside of that building there and fire on the USA Chinook. Yeah, you can. It can do that. But what you want to do is just put a missile defender in there from the very beginning of the game. As soon as you make a barracks, just send one missile defender or one V, or even drop it off with a Chinook and defend it, and it really stops GLA from doing that. Or you can, if you don't get in there fast enough, you can just prepare 3 Rangers, build it from your barracks, and then drop them off later inside of their building and clear it out. Just be prepared for it. But the war factory for Boycah is taking some heavy damage. There are enough buggies out now to kind of cause some harassment to Fargo's army. But Fargo is on supply in Boycah's base now, though. First black market going up for Boycah, and Boycah is on 2 oils. Palace is going up way back here. This is a bit of a weird game. Boycah is really trying to hold on rather than just throwing in the towel. He is definitely putting up a big fight, but his base is looking a little bit skew-if, to say the least. Workers are taking some heavy damage here as well. We have got a Jarman out. It's actually harassing Fargo supply over here. But Jarman is going to be scanned and killed, and that means he's got Palace of his own. And he must have a black market because he's got the scan ability. But I'm not seeing a black market, so I'm not quite sure. Oh, he had the radar man, that's why. Silly me. Thought he used the scan ability. Barracks is taking heavy damage from Boycah. Scorps are kind of encircling Boycah's base at the moment. He does have 4 buggies out now, though. And he is producing the buggies from back in Fargo's base, and that palace is going up, the secondary palace. I'd like to see that stealthed to catch a few Scorps out of position when he forgets where it is. All the buildings now in the centre being captured for Fargo. It's looking pretty good for Fargo. A tunnel going down there. I think he was going for the refinery building. Or the oil, at least. But Fargo's not interested in defending his own oil. He's not. He could have sent a Terror Tech through there. Send 2 technicals. Send the fake one first. And hit that oil. Sending 2 technicals together with a tech terror in one of them. And send the fake one first is always a good idea. Worker Shoes is now out for Boycah, so Boycah not doing a bad job at holding on. Yeah, I was just reading the chat on who chooses the matchup. So let's say that Fargo wins this one, and then Boycah wins the next. That means Fargo will lose last. Then, according to the latest rules, that would mean Fargo lost last, so he would choose the matchup, which is why the rules are kind of flawed, unless they've been updated again since our last check. But yeah, the rules are a little bit fucked up, shall we say, to say the least. If that is the case. And to be honest, Boycah's actually doing quite a good job. He's got a nice amount of buggies out now, but it only takes these buggies one little wrong move, the bus to be in the wrong position or whatever, and the buggies are all going down, so he's kind of holding on with that. Boycah does have a bus of his own, actually, and defending against a few of these Scorps. But Fargo doesn't have any oil, though, and Boycah's on 2 oils and a refinery, so that's a massive thing for Boycah, and Boycah's actually putting down black markets now. Fargo's going to need to get Rebel Ambush. Toxin Rebel Ambush if he's going to kill them buggies, at least. But the thing is about the armies, let's say Fargo does win this one, and let's say Boycah wins the next. Maybe the rules should be something like whoever chooses the matchup, the other player chooses which army they play first, or they choose the map. It should be something like that. The other player should have some kind of choice. It can't just be, oh, here's my map, here's my matchup, because you're just going to choose an impossible matchup that the other player has no chance of winning, like kind of Peter did against Scuba, so I heard. Yeah, if you choose the map, which army you're playing first, and the matchup, that's just an impossible win. So, yeah, it needs to have an extra rule in there, or be rethought of somehow. Maybe copying Caro's tournament rule, I don't know. But at the moment, if those rules, what I just said, are correct, then it's probably you could probably already predict that Fargo's going to win. That's assuming he is going to lose. I think he is going to win this one just based on that one attack there. But that's assuming that Fargo is going to lose the stealth versus Tox as well. So, I don't know. Let's see what happens. There's going to be... Or maybe they're going to pick Air Mirror. I imagine they'll pick Air Mirror. In which case, Fargo's actually very good at as well. So, let's see what happens. Stealth Battle Bus there. Or... No, that's not even a Stealth Battle Bus. That's a... That's a bomb truck. Really nice. Don't think it's worth it, but it's still pretty nice. Because the bomb truck, I think, is worth at least 1,200, whereas the battle bus is worth only 1,000 for GLA. Yeah, I think 1,000. So Boycah is still on the oils. Oops. Just trying to put the 0-hour music back on. The 0-hour music is back. Well, he's got more tunnels there than actually workers collecting, so a little bit strange. Boycah is pushing back these tunnels a little bit. But Fargo has a massive map control. It's just weird that he's not interested in killing any of these oils. I mean, he tried to kill these oils before, but maybe he didn't realize that Boycah is actually still on this oil. Or not, I don't know. Two demo traps up for Boycah there. Actually, never two there. To be honest, even if he doesn't get to the oil, sometimes terror techs on these black markets are worth it too. So you might be able to do that. Buggies here are going to push Fargo back a little bit. But Boycah does have a chunky amount of buggies out, considering he lost so many before to the Rebel Ambush. Another market going down for Boycah, and the longer and longer this goes on, you probably have to say that stealth is getting more and more of a chance. The angry mob there almost taking down the bus, but two of the tunnels there cleared out for Boycah, and Boycah has no defense now on this side. Apart from that angry mob and a few buggies here, these markets now and the command center and the barracks are wide open for an attack, so... yeah, I still think it's super close, but I think Fargo still has the massive advantage, just because the Rebel Ambush and these buses alone. As soon as the Rebel Ambush is ready, these buggies won't be able to engage the buses, and the buses are going to go through and just wreck Boycah's base. So I think that something like that is going to happen. Scud Storm is out now for Fargo as well. 4 minutes until it launches. Fargo's third supply is almost mined out. Fargo's second supply is almost mined out. And Boycah's main is almost mined out. And that's him now only on markets and oils. Yo, sorry, my mic was muted. Sorry, I've been talking for fucking ages. I think you missed, I can't even remember what you missed. Demo trap, again, that was one of the things that I mentioned. Demo trap for Fargo has hit on his buses. It's looking probably better and better for Fargo, because even though he's losing some of these buses, he has managed to get in now, and he has killed quite a few markets already. Command center probably going to be going down as well. The buggies, because these buildings are all so close together, are not really able to use their maximum kind of range. They kind of got to get close, especially when a bus gets tucked in like that. Boycah's lost so much stuff. Yeah, sorry, I was getting another beer. Man, I gave you a shit ton of information and I don't know how much of it you heard. I don't think you heard any of it. I think basically what I was saying is that I don't know if you heard the bit about Boycah having a load of black markets. He had the money advantage, yeah, that's what I was saying, but now he doesn't. Oh, demo trap there again from Boycah. Demo trap's one of the best buildings in the game, as I always say. But yeah, the rebel ambush has been used. It only killed like 1 or 2 buggies. That was one of the things that I said. Scud is about to launch, and where's it going to hit? Probably here. That oil's already about to go down, so you want to probably launch it just like exactly there, so it kills the refinery and the oil. Or maybe even here. Here's the better one actually, because you're going to kill 2 markets with it as well. You want to launch it exactly there. Yeah, you want to launch it there. So Boycah is continuing to hold on, but as I was saying before, which you probably missed, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 markets, 7, 8 markets, and a Scud for Fargo. He's got loads of toxin tractors, and the reason is he's not built those. They kind of came free from there. I can't actually see. I never know how to track that, actually. I think someone told me how you can track it, but I don't know if it's going to hit here. Yeah, it's going to hit here. Really, really nice hit. Just based on that one hit alone, and just based on how much Boycah has at the moment, Boycah's not going to be able to hold in here for much longer. The anthrax bomb is going to be ready pretty soon as well, so it's going to be able to just probably hit here and stop the buggies from being able to use the tunnel. The Jarman is coming in. I'm not sure whose that is actually, because it's actually invisible on the map. Is that Boycah's? Oh, Rebel Ambush is ready. And Jarman is going to have a field day, but an anthrax bomb is coming in as well, and the buggies have got nowhere to go. Boycah is out of this game. It's going to be 3-2 for Fargo. Fargo's just annihilated the whole army, and Boycah is not giving up. I would definitely be giving up at that point. The toxin tractors are ready. Dropped off from the support pad. Good little tank, I suppose. Tanking the damage from the buggies and from the tunnels. Anthrax, sorry, sneak attack has been placed down. Boycah GG's. He knows it's GG. As soon as that anthrax bomb, the toxin rebel ambush, all that kind of stuff.
You have been defeated.
Fargo actually building a black market there in the base of Boycah. But if my prediction is right, then that is probably going to be going 3-3, because you've got to imagine that Boycah's Tox is going to be winning. So let's see what Fargo can do. Let's not write him off yet. I'm jumping the gun a little bit. It's 3-2 at the moment to Fargo, so looking pretty good for him. Yeah, it was looking a little bit rocky at times for him, especially when Boycah got out so many buggies. But as soon as you get that anthrax bomb, the toxin rebel ambush, that kind of stuff with the bounty, it's just really, really hard to deal with as stuff. So yeah, 162k collected to Fargo, which actually looked a little bit strange. I suppose it's because Boycah lost that top left supply, which made all the difference really. You see actually it's about 30k, which If Boycah had that supply, he would have been on exactly the same, so it's probably mostly that. So Boycah's in the south as Tox. It's going to be an exact repeat of before. Fargo sometimes likes to take a few minutes before the game and usually likes to think about a strategy, but in this case, he's just pretty much pressed accept and gone ahead. Let's see what he's able to do. He has got a free game to throw away, and that's probably the mentality of some players. You probably think, oh, I've got a free game to throw away, so it doesn't matter that much, but in my opinion, you want to be pretending this is like the final game. You want to be just pretend in your head this is the final game and you need to win this. Okay, it's an imbalanced matchup. Toxin is probably considered stronger, but you want to be focusing hard on winning this now, because Boycah's going to think, oh, I'm going to have a walk in the park this game. I'm going to make it 3-3. Got the stronger army, but Fargo wants to be putting in all his effort, and that's kind of the mentality I'd be trying to put in. But let's see what Fargo can pull out of the bag. He's doing pretty similar build order to before. He's actually going for 3 supplies. Is that a fake arms dealer or a real one? That's the question. We can judge by how fast it builds. Looks like a real one to me. It's keeping the command center for the time being, but he needs to be selling that. I think it's because he's paying attention elsewhere. He needs to sell the command center. Now wants to place down a few tunnels. He should have enough for 1 at least. 3 supplies from both players actually. Car again from Boycah. He likes to go for the cars on this. A worker being crushed there from Fargo, and he's probably going to lose at least some workers. The car is going to go down to the back of the base and then go in. Fargo looks like he's spreading his workers around, but I think he's forgetting that Boycah can just run over these. Fargo's going to try and engage the Terror car, and he's going to have pretty good success actually. He's stopped it from getting in. I'm pretty sure he's not going to be able to kill the workers in there, and he needs to run away. And actually the car now is bugged out. When it stops like that, it's bugged out because, I don't know if you know this, but if you hit the back of the technical when he's kind of running away, it kind of bugs out and it won't work. So that one definitely looked like it bugged, and it makes it not able to attack. Worker is building a tunnel in the center for Fargo. Boycah is running through the middle with his own worker. And that technical gets away with its life by the skin of its teeth. Yo, Andre Buck Hungen. Welcome to the channel. Cheers for subscribing. This worker for Boycah is actually just going to run straight through. He's like, fuck this, boys. Hold my beer. I'm going to run straight through and I'm going to build a tunnel in the base of Fargo. And that's exactly what he's doing. Fargo is reacting. So that RPG, I think it was on guard mode. Or maybe retaliation. Not too sure if retaliation would. Yeah, not sure if it would go there. And Fargo hasn't spotted it. Tunnel's getting up in exactly the same spot as what Fargo did. So that's really, really bad. Fargo is going to attack with 5 terrorists, and then that was weird. It was such a weird engagement. But this tunnel in the base of Fargo is absolutely going to wreck Fargo. There's no way Fargo is going to be able to defend against that. It's going to be exactly the same situation as the last game. Not quite sure what Fargo's doing with these terrorists. That was a complete waste, really. He's killed technical, and I think he probably killed the tunnel, but not really worth it at all. Technicals here for Fargo are taking damage already to the technicals that have popped out from Boycah, and 2 scraps there. It's not going to be fast enough from Fargo to disable the scrap or deny the scrap. It's exactly the same situation as last time. Okay, the situation around here was kind of a little bit different and whatever, but this situation here is exactly the same. Palace going up and that second supply is going up in exactly the same spot. Only difference really is that Boycah now is getting his oil and refinery. This is Boycah's game. I really can't see the way Fargo is going to be able to defend against this push. Boycah's 3 war factory spam that I have no doubt is coming in a second. Boycah's just going to kind of wipe the floor with Fargo, I think, in this game. Toxin is just so much stronger, and when you get this tunnel here, it's just so hard to stop. It's really, really difficult. All of the infantry going down there for Fargo. I think Boycah made a bit of a mistake when did he? Is that one? Yeah, that one is a super tech actually. So I thought he actually scrapped them both up one level, but that one actually is a super tech. Fargo's going to try and hold on with these few quads, but he's probably not going to have much success. The third war factory is going down from Boycah. Pretty typical of him, he'll always make 3 war factories, and the spam has begun. Oil has been captured from Fargo and his refinery as well, but I don't think it's going to be enough. It's going to be a typical TOC stealth game where the stealth is just not able to hold on. He's going to need a ridiculous amount of buggies out super quick. The hijacker is going to chase them away. I don't think he realized there was a hijacker there. Maybe he did actually, because he did run away. It was a little bit strange that he did run away. Hijacker wants to go for the good one. That is the good one. A little bit strange though. It didn't even fire one shot, I don't think. Really strange. Barracks going down. Whole main base of Fargo has been killed, and I really can't see a way Fargo is going to be able to hold on. I think it's GG. Probably even just chill at this point and just be thinking about what the next matchup is going to be, because I really can't see a way he's going to win. He's losing his second supply. Even with that palace there, if this bit just gets engaged by the Scorps, the palace is going down. So yeah, these 3 war factory spam from Boycah is very strong. Freestylers says, Domi, can you ask them for air and stealth? Nah, I'm not going to interfere, to be honest. I'm going to totally leave it to them. Is air and stealth one of the matchups? I think it is actually. I think you're right. But no, I'm not going to get involved. I'm going to let them choose, and I think they'll probably choose Air Mirror, and I think probably Fargo will win Air Mirror, to be honest. But let's see. Fargo is adamant about holding on to that supply. He has produced a load of tunnels, but this is why Tox is so strong, because those Scorps can clear out infantry and tanks and tunnels and everything. Actually, in numbers, they'll be able to kill the palace as well. It's just yeah, that's why Toxin is so strong versus the other GLAs, because of those Scorps. Those Toxin shells need to be taken away, in my opinion, until you get the palace. I'll probably make it a bit more fair. But yeah, because they come for free from the very start, then they're not. It's too strong. Could have played the music I wanted to play. I didn't want to play anything. That was a mistake. I wanted to put the 0 hour music on, but I pressed play and a Windows Media Player didn't start. Spotify started, so it was a mistake. But I mean, these Scorps are continuing to push forward, and Fargo's trying to hold on, but it's kind of a weak. It's a weak attempt, and nothing against Fargo, but I mean, he doesn't have that much. It's just Boycah just has way too much. You can't defend against 3 war factories with the refinery and with the oil and with 4 supplies. It's just so hard, and sooner or later he's going to be on the command center, which he already is actually. The rebel ambush will be out, which will make it even easier to push through. So not looking good for Fargo in this one. It's probably going to be going 3-3. So the Scorps are just continuing to push forward. They're vetting up as well as they are killing these buildings. Fargo GG's. It was only a matter of time before just so many Scorps get out. Fargo won't be able to hold on any longer. The oil actually went down as well, so Good try from Fargo, but that tunnel just completely wrecked him in the main base. Even if that tunnel didn't get up, he probably would have been steamrolled by the 3 War Factory spam anyway throughout the center and whatever. Although he probably would have been able to hold on for a little bit longer. So our score is 3-3. Next game is going to win this. Any predictions? I suppose we need to know the matchup and the map next. Let's see if there's going to be any drama. Let's see. Look at the money difference there. He's collected double, pretty much double. What Fargo collected. Units destroyed, loads more as well. But a load of them will be the RPGs though. So the last, very last game is coming up next. I think it has to be Air Mirror. Unless they changed, have they changed the rules? I'm pretty sure it has to be Air Mirror. I think they have to choose Air. Where's Lucifer? Is Lucifer still in the chat? I think they have to choose Air. If it is Air Mirror, I think Fargo is going to be slightly stronger and favoured. I don't know. Let's see if they're going to play this. Lucifer is in the chat and he asked for Air, but they've already accepted Air anyway. So, okay, we're on the 7th and final game. We are on Lagoon, ranked version 2. We have an Air Mirror between Boycah and Fargo. This game means everything going through to the next round with a place to fight in the semi-final. Yeah, round 3 against, I can't remember who. Tasmani or Peter? I think it's Peter. Yeah, Peter. Boycah going for a barracks. Fargo also going for a barracks. Supply going up for Boycah. Fargo's supply also going up a little bit closer to the supply, which is going to be easier to defend the Chinooks against the incoming Raptors. The drone is going to be scanned of Fargo and taken out by Boycah. And the same in Fargo's base as well. Both drones going down. And a drop is coming in from Fargo. Rangers are out for Fargo as well to defend. 5 missile defenders versus 3. 5 being for Boycah. I prefer Fargo's because I'm pretty sure that Boycah is not going to be a... If you only produce 3, you can build both... Is it both Chinooks you can build? I think you can build both Chinooks. And then start building the airfield. But if you only build 3, you can... you can build both Chinooks. Whoa, the missile defenders are all going down there for Boycah. And this start from Boycah is absolutely horrific. This is what I mean about Fargo's Air Mirror being stronger. This is exactly what I thought. That those are going down. There's no rangers in sight either. So straight away in favour of Fargo, I would say. The Chinooks are collecting from the 2 different piles there, which is really, really good. Boycah, of course, is not mining here. And that Chinook is going to take heavy, heavy damage. Boycah's Air Mirror is looking a little bit weak. It's nowhere near as strong as his other matchups like GLA Mirror and stuff like that. GLA versus USA. Nowhere near as strong at all. That Chinook did go down from the Raptor, and that supply is going to go down as well. This Raptor is going to try and split fire his missiles and hit that, but the other Dozer is going to get picked off. Raptor's going to come in again and try and split fire, I imagine, or try and defend it. But the Raptor is going to come in and pick off that Chinook, and I'm pretty sure that supply is going down. Yeah, 100% it's going down. Chinook was just made in time, but he's only on 3 Chinooks now and 1 supply. Fargo, in the meantime, is on 2 Chinooks, 2 full supplies, and yeah, a second airfield is going up. Raptor is coming in from Boycah and is going to hit probably the Dozer, I imagine. Trying to stop that second airfield from getting up. Not a bad hit. But Boycah is in big trouble. He's only just built his second supply again. He's going for a drop, I think, but there's 2 Raptors coming in. And that Raptor on the ground is going to go down. Yeah, this is not looking good from Boycah at all. The power plant has taken the last few hits from the Raptor, and the power plant will probably be hit next with the next full Raptor. Fargo's air mirror is just far superior, in my opinion. Another Raptor coming in from Boycah, going to take out the Dozer there. No split fire there, interestingly, from Boycah, and he needs to do fancy stuff like that if he's going to be pulling this back. But straight away, it's looking really bad. The power has gone down for Boycah now. He's only on $50. Chinook going down for Boycah. Every strike from Fargo so far has been precision. Oils are getting captured from Fargo now. This is just a complete steamroll. I feel like Boycah has some really strong matchups, like I said, but in other matchups like Air Mirror, like this one, I feel he's a lot weaker. It's kind of maybe panicking a little bit now, but he's not able to stop these. That Raptor is a complete waste. He needs to, as soon as he's fired 1 missile, you need to abandon striking Chinooks then, because you won't be able to kill it. So this is not looking good at all. Both oils captured now for Fargo, and that's going to catapult him right ahead. But Boycah is getting completely screwed. No Chinooks left, pretty much. He's only got 1 left. But yeah, those are crushed from Fargo. Really winning the game straight away. I don't like the five missile defenders anyway, so yeah, it was a bad build order in my opinion from Boycah, and Boycah's gone straight offline as well. Double the money collected for Fargo, really well played by him. 15 units destroyed compared to 7, so really well done. I'm just going to update the score. So Fargo goes through to the next round. I will actually show you the I'll show you the bracket as well. If I can show you the bracket. Okay, yes, you can see the brackets. The games we just watched. Boycah against Fargo there. So Fargo will go to that spot. He wins 4-3. Fargo will play next, Peter, and I am over this side. I be Ruiz and Exile. And then I'll play Google, who beat Dense, and Freestyler, who beat Zaz. So, yeah, I'm wondering who will win between Fargo and Peter. I'm probably going to be picking Fargo, just because I think Fargo's probably the slightly stronger player. Even though Peter's my mate and friend, I think Fargo probably is maybe slightly stronger. And I think Peter's confidence at times is maybe a little bit low. Although versus Tasmania, he did really well, actually, 4-1. I think I missed those games. I don't think I watched them. I think it was a little bit closer than 4-1 than it looked. Looked a little bit shaky at times, but yeah, that's the kind of situation. Yeah, and that's kind of it. I'm gonna head off. I need to go and have some more food and get changed and stuff. So thanks for tuning in. I'll probably be back tomorrow night. Maybe just some for fun games later on in the night. But yeah, hopefully enjoyed it. Some good games there, definitely between Boycah and Fargo, and probably be some more games on the weekend as well. So GG, cheers for tuning in, and I'll see you very soon.